Today, we're going to prove that if they are integers x and y, such that ax plus by equal the greatest common divisor of a and b, then the greatest common divisor of x and y is 1. Now, let's try to prove it. The first thing I'm going to do is to let a and b be integers, such that a is not 0 or b is not 0. Okay? And I want to let d to be the greatest common divisor of a and b. So I want to let d to be the greatest common divisor of a and b like this. Then what happened? Okay? According to assumption, we have integers x and y such that ax plus by is the greatest common divisor. This is the one we found in theorem, maybe theorem 2.4.1. Okay, so according to assumption, we have to assume that there exists integers x and y such that ax plus by is the greatest common divisor of a and b. Okay, so we have known that there exists x and y being integer such that the greatest common divisor of a and b equal ax plus by. Okay, now what next? How to show that x and y right here has the greatest common divisor of 1. So let's take a look at d being the greatest common divisor of a and b. So since d is the greatest common divisor of a and b, what do we have? D divide a, right? And d divide b. Okay? So what do we have by divisibility? By divisibility, we have integers q1 and q2 such that a equal q1d and b equal q2d. Okay, now let's change this equation here. This one is now d, and I will substitute a and b by this term. Then what happened next? I gotta call this equation as equation 1. So equation 1 becomes, what does it becomes? A is now q1d. So we gotta have q1d times x plus b is now q2d. q2d times y equal to greatest common divisor of a and b, which is d. And we factorize d, then what do we have? We're gonna have d times q1x plus q2y equal d. Now both sides has d, right? But left side has d times this term. On the right side is just d. Okay, so just d is d times 1. So this d equal to this d, right? Therefore, this term equals to 1. Okay, this term is equal to 1. So we gotta have q1x plus q2y equal 1. And q1 and q2 are both integers, right? Okay, so since q1 and q2 are integers, and we have the greatest common divisor, we have q1 plus q2y equal 1. What happened? Okay, so theorem maybe 2.4.3, what does it imply? It implies that the greatest common divisor of x and y is 1. Okay, So we have finished the proof already. So do not forget that if we have, if the x is x and y, integers x and y such that ax plus by equal to 1, we can have the greatest common divisor of a and b equal 1. So this is one of the properties of greatest common divisor of a and b. So we have proved this problem already, and that's it for this video.